Hello, welcome to another video on my channel, Julie's Crazy World. And I'm doing more translation and comment thing, and to get you a little bit more curious about season number 2 of Seven vs. Wild. So the moment I'm recording this, as you might can see down there, so it's September, and yeah, we have the 7th of September, and this is exactly why I'm doing this, because right now, well, 3 days ago, Fritz said like, okay, goodbye guys, this is my last Instagram post for the next 2 weeks, because we are now recording season number 2. So I'm recording this because nothing new is coming up right now. So the next one is just the videos, the new season of the new episodes of the new season. I'm curious how many episodes this will be, because there was also said that there will be a lot of behind the scenes recordings. So even when the candidates are out, or what is the organization team doing, and yeah, so we will see a little bit more of this. So I'm curious about how much is happening there and how many episodes are waiting for us. Okay, today, or in this video, I am talking about the items and the equipment of the candidates. So, well, we had this ranking thing in the last video, I explained that, and it was the starting point to get a balance for the equipment for all these 7 candidates. So Otto and Fritz are just having one item. Joris, who was the wild card, gets 3 items. Nova and Sabrina, the 2 women, are getting 4 items. Sasha is getting 5 items, and Knossi is getting 7 items. So, but before we see all of this, we are going through the rules of the items. So we have at first all items and all clothing, so all equipment, has to be ordered and bought by the different candidates themselves. So the organization team is just taking this stuff, so the items, the equipment, everything, and are checking if it's, first of all, if it's the same items you told you were bringing, plus, well, if they aren't, you are not allowed to take them with you. So this is already a fail. So, and you're not allowed, well, you're not allowed to take any other item with you. And if there is an item that's not on a list, and they have to check if it's okay or not, and so yeah, and then there you have equipment or items which have combination, have 2 purposes, like a hammock with a mosquito net, then you have 2 items. So this is something that also already came up in season number 1, and yeah, but this time the team is checking the equipment, the clothing, everything, and see if it's okay. So, well, the equipment, they are getting everybody equal is, well, for recordings, of course, is the camera equipment. Then they also have all a first aid kit. They all get some satellite telephone, a GPS tracker, and a Funkgerät, which is something like a walkie-talkie. Probably better than this, or a very, very good walkie-talkie. Then there will be some diving goggles where you can actually put your GoPro to. Then you have a headlamp, also for recording at night. You get the 7 envelopes with the challenges, with the day challenges, or challenges of the day. So then, of course, your needed medications or articles, whatever you need when you have something, a disease, illness, anything before. So, and with communication, hygiene articles for the women if they get their period. So, this is what's not counting to the items and well, of course, the hygiene article is just for the women, but this is something you are allowed to take with, or you have to take with you anyways. So, we're getting to the clothing. Every single candidate is allowed to take 1 pair of shoes, 1 pair of socks, once underwear once, then once a t-shirt, long sleeve or just a sleeve or anything, 1 pair of pants, 1 belt. So you remember the belt was very, very necessary for some because they lost so much weight. So then you have a jacket or a sweatshirt, 1 pair of gloves, and a head covering. So there is no clothing with another purpose allowed. So if you have a jacket with a mosquito net, you are not allowed to wear that one. Okay. So forbidden things are tent, the isomatte is the layer you can put your sleeping bag on top, so to lay a little bit more comfortable, so some kind of mattress. A fishing rod, a 10-in-1 survival tool, then a gas cooker, so camping cooker, a smartphone, a lighter, any kind of electronic devices. Then this is like the survival food kit is not allowed, and the opportunity, or a device to actually put salt out of salt water and make salt water drinkable. So it's forbidden. Yeah, so we are going to allowed parts under the topic shelter, and we have the tarp or any kind of foil, like 3 times 3 meters, or 3 times 3 meters. Oh dang, which are the highest, the biggest, but not twine or any kind of sticks that it might come with, and so just the rings where you can probably put a stick like a twig in, or twig branch, so but nothing that comes with it. So then there is a bivouac bag. These are the sleeping bags where you have like your tent already in, but you need these sticks to actually have it a little bit up, so it's like it's a sleeping bag tent combination. Yeah. Then you have the hammock, but without a mosquito net or twine or any chance to hang this up. Yeah. So these are the three things as for shelter. And it says, caution, only one of these three things you are allowed to take with you. So it's not okay to take a hammock and a tarp with you, but yeah, just one of these two. We're getting further. So, shelter. You have a sleeping bag, but without a mosquito net. Then you can take a mosquito net with a ring, or yeah, but without the foil on the where you can lay down. So it's just the single net without anything, no sticks, no zippers, nothing, just the net. So very medieval. You have twine paracord, so maximum of 30 meters, but no rope or climbing rope or something, and no survival cord. So the survival cord has a fishing line in there and some stuff to actually make a fire burn, so fire starter. So not allowed. Power cord, but not survival cord. Okay, then some wire, so maximal 30 meters of wire, and a panzer tape is like you don't know, like something like this, but in gray and very, very strong, stable, with some twine in there, so which makes it even even crazier. So if you have any jokes about engineers, yeah, I heard a lot of them. If it doesn't have to move, you're using that stuff. That's exactly what you're using. So Panzer is a tank, so it's a tank tape. I don't know. As many Denglish or Jenglish things are working, probably you have something that's called like this. Yeah. So allowed items for fire. You have the fire steel. So, but without any material to start it, of course. Sturmstreichhölzer. So maximum 7 of these. Streichhölzer are these wooden sticks, and you are putting above I think Sturmstreichhölzer are the good ones you that are coming from the US, where you don't need anything, you just take any surface and rub it and it's burning. I think this is, yeah. Oh yeah, there are also normal ones allowed, so a box where you have it where you have this paper box, cardboard box, and you put it on this special surface. Okay. Mm-hmm. Here we go. We go further with tools. So it's allowed to have a knife, so an outdoor knife, machete, kukri, so inclusive, of course, this stuff, well, the possibility to carry it around or to protect it so that you don't get hurt. Then you have the multi-tool. There are different kinds of multi-tools. Schweizer Taschenmesser, you might have the Swiss, these red knives where you have all these little tools in there and come in very handy. And I used to have this for a very long time, and especially I had this yeah, it's a um, I don't even know the brand right now. Yeah, dang. But yeah, multi-tool, just multi-tool. Hmm. Yeah, I used this a lot when I was still working on the construction site, and it was very nice because you had this, and you could do all stuff you need to do with the wires, with the wiring, and like, yeah, like pulling, like, yeah, whatever. So, next one, an X in any kind of way, but not with an integrated knife. Then you have a saw, and you need to, this is a tool you have to work with manually. So, yeah, they just put it in there. Some digging things, so Klappspaten, yeah, just for digging, but foldable digging device. Yeah, no combi survival tool. Yeah, okay, that's fine. What comes next? Then you have allowed items for getting food. You have a fishing kit, so 5 hooks. I don't know what this is. I don't even know it in German. So 25 meters of twine. So, or, well, you can also take an energy bar with you. Maximum 50 grams. Oh, I have to tell you, there was a funny thing. Fritz sponsor is Y Food. I love this. I love them. They are having super great food. So when we were doing our renovations, this is a shake stuff. You just put water and the powder and shake it, and they have so many different things. And you remember, Fritz is allowed to have one thing, and his sponsor sent him a box with the protein bars and wrote in, "How brave are you, Fritz? One item protein bar." Fritz's reaction was gorgeous. He was like, do you want to kill me? But the idea of this sponsor, so great. I love this. This is a funny group. Yeah, they are really good. I mean, the stuff they are selling is also very nice. So you just don't have just a shake. So I'm sorry to talk about it, because if you are living outside the EU, you are not getting any of these products. But for people in the EU, this stuff is so great. I mean, we have several bags up there, and it's fantastic. You have happy banana, apple cinnamon, vanilla, chocolate, alpine chocolate. It's called cold brew. You have so many different flavors, and plus, it's not just that you are putting some bullshit into you. It's a full meal, so it has like a 500 calories. But it also comes with 26. Yeah, I think it's 26 minerals and vitamins. So you are also fueling, you giving your body what it needs, calories, and so it's crazy. I love it. So if you don't have much time, you just make the shake, and you don't feel bad for it because it's has everything. Okay, so the bar. You have a pot with a cover, so, and with a chance to hold it, but this cover is not supposed to be also workable as a pan. So, okay, then you are allowed to take a pan with you, but without a grill in there or something. I don't know what this exactly means, but I think it's fine. Yeah, a water filter, but not for salt water. We had this before. So, as a container or as a, yeah, like a flexible thing. And you are allowed to have a water bottle made out of plastic or metal with a cover. So, yeah. So these are the things you can choose for food. Then the topic hygiene article. You are allowed to take sunscreen with you. You are allowed to take a hygiene kit with you. You remember there were 2 or 3 who had the hygiene kit in season number 1. Yeah, it was Chris and Dave. Was there more? No, I think it was they 2. So toothbrush, toothpaste tablets. You put them in your mouth, give them a little bit of saliva, and then you can brush your teeth. And 1 piece of soap. Or you also can take 1 roll of toilet paper. What a nice item. Then there are allowed items for getting the time pass by. And it says book, empty or filled. Okay, so yeah, a survival book, a novel, or a photo book. Yeah, or something to write down. So this is probably why it says filled or empty. Empty, so you can write and draw in there, I guess. But then you would have to need a pencil, and this is... Oh, you could make coal paintings. Uh-oh, I'm getting too artsy right now. Then you have the chance to get cigarettes with you. 7 single cigarettes in a case. This is all you are allowed to take with you. Yeah. Okay. More? No. We have the information stuff already. So these are the items they are allowed to take with them. Okay, now we are going to the different candidates. You remember Knossi is the one, well, there's no a small description of him. So Knossi is an entertainer, a moderator, and he's self-called king of the internet. He is allowed to have 7 items. So, item number 1 is the knife and with the stuff to carry it. Number 2 is the gray water filter. So you have to know he was trained and survival modding cared for him. So the water filter, of course, is what it is. Then he takes the fire steel with him. He takes 30 meters of paracord. Then a hammock and the mosquito net. So these are items 5 and 6. So he used the combo, and these are his 2 items. And item number 7 are the 7 cigarettes. We are coming to a white page. Oh no, here we go. So Sasha, he is allowed to take 5 items with him. Item number 1 is a machete, including the chance to carry it. Item number 2 is a gray water filter. Item number 3, fire steel. 4 is 3 meters of paracord, and 5 is a hammock. We have Sabrina. She is taking a knife with her, with a chance to carry it, of course. Then a foldable saw. She's taking a container with her, with a cover, and a fire steel. So she doesn't have anything for shelter right away. So she's going to build a lot right in the first day. Okay, yeah. We have Nova. Nova is taking an X, inclusive the protection. She's taking a gray water filter. She's taking a fire steel, and she's taking this bivouac bag. So she at least has some sleeping. No, it's not a sleeping bag. It's just like a small tent, I think. Yeah, there's no sleeping bag in there. So yeah, but it's almost a tent. I don't know why this is allowed and a tent isn't. But hey, okay, it's fine. Joris. Joris is taking a machete and with the opportunity to carry it, a container with a cover, and the fire steel. So he also has to build a lot in the first day. We are coming to Fritz. Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I told you before. So he has one item. It's a machete, too, with the opportunity to carry it. And so does Otto. So also Otto has one item, and which is the machete and the chance to carry it. Whew. Okay, so this is about the candidates and their items, and I'm giving you a little bit more. Wait, here we go. So you can actually see some pictures of these different. So yeah, this is Nova. Yeah, I wouldn't expect her in the forest at all, but she already is like prepared, I guess. We have Knossi, who is getting all the help he needs of Survivor Martin. So he chose his clothes and he's just trying like, is this the right size and how does it feel? And it's like, oh yeah, it's great. And here, so they have they have 2 videos. I haven't seen the second one yet. So shame on me. But it's very, very interesting. So they were trying a little bit of things. They had to wait with the items he's taking with him. At least till now, so or until all the equipment was sent on the 24th, because the other candidates were not allowed to see what the others are taking with them. So yeah, here we go with Joris. He's making some rope from coconut fiber, so or coconut net. So he's already doing this. So he looks skilled and he looks like he can do a lot. So this is going to be very, very interesting. And he just had has these 3 items, so this is going to be interesting. Yeah, this is Knossi and with his crown. So when it's like that everybody could have a head cover, in the comments there was like, oh yeah, it's a crown for Knossi. So this is the way he is streaming on his Twitch accounts, and he's always talking on the phone one way or the other. So that's very interesting and very funny. So what else do we have here? Oh yeah, this is Sabrina, where she's trying something. Yeah. Okay, so there are interesting comments like, okay, when you have like coconut trees, like when you are not too far from the civilization, then these coconut trees have like some steps, so you don't need this. We will see. Oh, here we go with Otto. There's something of Otto. Oh, and Knossi. Oh, and Survivor Martin. So I think this is the mosquito net they were talking about. So I mean, they were all fair and said, okay, we are going against each other, but not really against each other. And so they all said, okay, come on, let's get Knossi the way he needs to be. And I think in this video he's like, it's very funny. If you leave, so this is the soldier, like the super skilled soldier. If you leave after 2 days, everybody's looking at you and like, aha, you are super weird. And Knossi says like, if I leave after 2 days, hey, come on, I've been in there for 2 days, so nobody's mad at me. So it's really, really cute. So I just hope for him to be long in there. Yeah, these videos are about Fritz asking them, how afraid are you, but how much do you want to start this project? And they were all pretty terrified, but they were also like so looking forward to this season to start. So yeah, very interesting. So this is more Otto. So yeah, they were at the Ocean Warrior thing. Oh, Ocean Warrior is by Bulletproof. Okay, so he made this ocean, yeah, with a helicopter and boat and whole survival thing. So it was expensive, but they had all a lot of fun. And yeah, and in this video he's talking about the coconut and that the coconut is pretty dangerous. So yeah, if a coconut hits you on your head, you are out. So there he says actually that this is a Niklas moment. When you are doing your shelter underneath a coconut tree and one of these coconuts hits you, then you have the Niklas moment. So right in the beginning, and you're out. Yeah. So you see them all. 4 guys, 1 bivak. Okay. Oh yeah. So you see, like, those guys are all teaching Knossi, and I'm really curious how he manages this whole thing. And he is super nice. I mean, he's like really thankful for all these people to help him, and it's going to be interesting. I already enjoy this whole process, and I mean, there are so many people celebrating it. Oh yeah, you need to see this one. So this is Knossi, and you have like a tarp in the monsoon time, or the 7 cigarettes. Well, guess what Knossi is taking with him? I told you, so you should know. There are more fun stuff you can see. Yeah. There were some video, I haven't seen it, but Fritz Meinecke is very rusty right now. So well, this meme is Otto, and then the machete is made from a special steel and it can't rust, and then Fritz with his rusty machete. The thing is that the community was like super like, what did you do to your machete, and this is no bad, this is so bad, and da. Yeah, and so well, Fritz found out, and so he made a video on Instagram in his stories and said like, yeah, this rusty machete, probably it didn't happen to me, and probably the person who had my machete dropped it into the salt water, and probably that person let it dry in the sun and didn't put fresh water onto it and give it and oiled it once again so it's nice and clean. Probably that's what happened to my machete, and probably this was something that didn't happen to me. So yeah. There were also some memes with, Max and Johannes pretty sweaty and like, okay, when Fritz found out what you did to his machete. So, yeah, I hope they did something to his machete, so he has good equipment to start this whole thing. I mean, when your item is broken because they broke it, this would pretty much piss me off, especially if you just have this one item. Yeah. Okay, but so much for this video. Oh, it's long enough. So, as I said before, I hope that next week I can start right away with the season 2, but I'm not 100%, so probably there will be another video in between, because this YouTube channel wasn't supposed to be a 7 vs Wild channel, even though it's very, very awesome, but yeah, it wasn't supposed to be that way. But I will do it for the sake of 7 vs Wild and for you, because you seem to like and enjoy these videos. So for 2 months, so full November and December, as long as these seasons are coming, the episodes are coming out, I will translate them for you, and my personal stuff from YouTube won't be coming up. So it's just 7 vs Wild. So I'm getting prepared for next year and have and have enough. So yeah, not your issue, not your problem. Okay, so with this, I'm leaving you with a logo, with a new logo of 7 vs Wild for season number 2, with a Lacoste logo. Okay, stay healthy, stay tuned, and we will see us next week, or at least probably latest the week after that, with more 7 vs Wild material. And I'm curious, the same way like you are, how this whole thing is getting. It's oh, I'm getting such a woohoo girl. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, we will see this whole thing together, and we will see us in at least 2 weeks or something. So, bye bye.